At a World Cup, most fans would celebrate however they wanted. Japan fans did celebrate. In Tokyo, thousands of them rushed onto the famous Shibuya Crossing, draped in blue, waving flags, singing, for exactly 40 seconds. Because when the traffic light turned red, every single one of them stopped and let the cars pass. In the middle of a spontaneous World Cup celebration, they still would not break a traffic rule. The video went viral instantly. The whole world saw it, and the reaction was the same everywhere. What kind of fans are these? Let's go back 2 weeks. June 14th, Dallas Stadium, Japan versus Netherlands. The match that gave us the 89th minute equalizer. When the final whistle blew, fans from around the world headed for the exits. Japan fans reached into their bags and pulled out blue trash bags, not because the stadium asked them to. No one asked them to do it. They just did it. Hundreds of Japanese fans stayed behind, picking up every cup, every wrapper, every piece of rubbish from their section, stuffing it into bags, leaving the stands spotless. A 20-year-old fan named Ada Tanaka told reporters, "Japanese people think that when we use a certain place, we were told that you have to make that place look tidier when you leave than it was when you arrived. We usually don't tell children they should do it. We just show our action and other people follow." The Japanese men's team, meanwhile, left their own dressing room immaculate. Chairs stacked, towels neatly folded in the center of the room, bibs stacked by the door. No one asked them either. Then it happened again. June 21st, Monterrey, Mexico. Japan versus Tunisia, the 1,000th match in World Cup history. Japan won 4-0, their biggest ever World Cup win. And when the final whistle blew in Monterrey, Japan fans did exactly what they had done in Dallas. They stayed, they cleaned. Ken Okawa, a 30-year-old Japanese fan attending his very first ever World Cup, was one of them. He stooped down to collect discarded cups and garbage from the floor around his seat. He said, "We are guests in Mexico. I have been treated wonderfully, so this is my way of showing my appreciation. Guests in Mexico, cleaning up a Mexican stadium out of gratitude." Back in Tokyo, thousands gathered at Shibuya Crossing again, celebrating Japan's biggest ever World Cup win. Jumping, singing, waving flags, and still waiting for the green light. So why? The answer starts in primary school. In Japan, children are not just taught physical education in schools, they are taught moral education. Cleaning the classroom, the hallways, the school grounds. It is part of every child's daily routine. Not optional, not a punishment, just what you do. There is a phrase that is instilled in Japanese children from a very young age. A bird leaves nothing behind. The mantra means leave something the way you found it, or better. It's not just part of the football culture, but part of Japanese culture. One fan described stadiums as a sacred space. He said, "It's not a place where you can do whatever you like simply because you paid for a ticket. If something is a passion you truly care about, you don't want to leave the place that matters to you in a mess." This tradition is not new. Japan fans have cleaned stadiums at every World Cup since 1998, their very first. In France, 28 years ago, before social media, before anyone was filming. They did it then because it was right. They are doing it now for the same reason. The Shibuya Crossing moment has had millions of views. The stadium cleaning photos were shared by FIFA themselves on X. The whole world watched. And the reaction was not just admiration. It was something closer to inspiration. People watching those videos and thinking, we could do that too. Respect wins always. That is what Japan fans brought to the 2026 World Cup. Subscribe to First Touch, because the stories behind this tournament are as extraordinary as anything happening on the pitch.